Hi Ravens, and welcome to episode 30, my weekly Path of Exile update. Now, this video usually covers my adventures in Path of Exile. However, I've not been playing a lot of Path of Exile this week. I've touched on it a bit, but I've spent better part of 3 days gaming playing No Man's Sky. Because I saw a streamer playing it and thought, oh, this has received some updates. I haven't played it in a couple of years, so I went back to it, and I am massively enjoying it. I've set all the available options, so I'm pretty much playing SSF in No Man's Sky, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. With D4 getting ever closer, I dipped into Season 28 at Diablo 3 just to do a little bit of grinding, but it pales in comparison to D4, but it did scratch that little itch I had to play Diablo. So that's what most of my time has been. Hopefully you've seen my new other video about NP Heist Rogue gear. So let's get on with this weekly update. What I have been doing in the limited playtime I've done in Path of Exile. So let's first of all touch on Crucible. Just a quick note, we have finished the challenge on HC SSF, so that won't be touched now for a while. Crucible, I'm done. Mainly because of trade experience. I put a lot of stuff up, knowing that I was done with the league. I put all of my stuff up for quite cheap prices, and there is still people that do not know how to use a trade website correctly, whispering from items. They would get the item and then go, oh, the eye level is too low. The trades website allows you to select the eye level you're looking for. So, and then I had, in the space of half an hour, I had 12 people whispering from me an item. I'd invite them to party, and then the party would immediately be disbanded. Or they'd whisper, they'd join, they'd come to my hideout, I'd put the item in the screen, and they cancel, disband and leave. It could be a bot, it could be someone that's, again, doesn't know how to use a trade website, and for whatever reason the item is wrong. I don't know, but at that point I am done. I hate it. If you don't want the item, don't whisper me for it. It's that simple. Anyway, that's my little rant over. So yeah, I'm done. I've got all my stuff all settled in this one quad tab that I'm taking over to standard. I've sorted out all the maps I've got and put one of each map like I normally do to preserve them in standard, and there's all my empty tabs. So the only stuff I'm taking over to standard is stuff I want. Everything else has been vended. Loads of stuff has been sold to make some currency. I've got an exploding weapon axe there that I'm going to take to standard just because I found it. The tree is crap, but damage over time, skill duration, crit strike chance, explodey totem, and then reduce fortification duration, but melees which hits which stun have 15% chance to fortify. I did it for the challenge to get the 4th node. Yeah, I probably might have gone with this one, but I whatever. It's done now. I'm not playing it anymore. I'll take it to standard as a collector's item for me, and that's that done. I got some items dropped from Crucible. So these are the Crucible unique items. Ta-da! This one I brought. I brought some precursors, emblems from trade because they are boss drop items from Delve, and if you're long followers of my channel, you know I can't do bosses due to my medical conditions. I also still haven't found a Delve build I like, so I can't get them, so they were purchased. I brought this because it was like 4C. Excuse me. I found a blood notch, and yeah, picked up a replica Shroud of the Lightless as well. So I've got several uniques to add to my unique stash tab, plus all this other loot that was in my various things. So for me, Crucible is over. I am now just waiting on the transfer to standard. This league will no longer be covered in my weekly updates. Let's move on to what I've been doing in standard. So this is my legacy baby heist endless build. It's dead. I did some stuff with my Blade Vortex character. I love this build. but unfortunately, I had a load of temples up for sale. Let's find them. All these were up for sale in my stash tabs. I've rotated my stash tabs. These didn't sell, so I'm going to run them. I was running on this character to try and get some more XP. Currently level 95. Want to try and push to 96. I was up to about here somewhere. Then ran into Adziri and died to reflect and lost all my XP. So that was that done. Other than that, I'm still not happy with this character. I'm not sure why. I may be taking off the explodey chest and putting it on a different chest. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I need to sit and figure out what I don't like about the build and then see if I can change it. I've already taken off the Progenesis flask because I really didn't need it. I very rarely took damage, and as soon as I do get down to about this in my life, I hit my life pot anyway. So this needs to be re-rolled. It's not low life. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I love the playstyle. I love the character. I still prefer the bow and quiver over anything else. So yeah, that's that character done, really. Bad news on the Blight character. If you've been following my adventures, I was hoping this would be my Blight character to do all the Blight maps I've done. It does Blight maps awesome. I've chunked out all of the Blight maps on this character, no problem at all. I tried a Ravage Blight node map, tier 14. I did the quality. I did all of what I call the defensive annoyance. It's where you reduce their speed, towers are less cost, and towers do more damage. We've got on here empowering towers of 25% increased range, and we've got obviously the burning ground. And I think somebody wrote in the TFT channel that the burning ground seems to have been stealth nerfed. I think I agree with them because it didn't seem to be doing anything at all to the mobs in Blight Ravaged maps. So I lost the map. I couldn't complete it. I didn't even get one node done. So I redid a couple of points here and there, checked my gem levels. Not much I could do about gem levels unless I wanted to invest heavily with currency, which I don't have. Tried another one, and that failed as well. So in its current iteration, this character cannot do the content which I've designed it for. So I'm going to look at the POB. I'm going to look at my gems. I'm going to look at my setup and see what other people are doing. But yeah, I think mainly the amulet, possibly changing out the shield. I don't really need defenses, so having the +4 max resist isn't that great really. And as for the +30 to all resist from the implicit and the shield itself, I don't really need it, because if we take this shield off, I am still very nicely res capped. Especially chaos resist is ridiculous. So maybe just a little bit of more cold res on there just to bump that off to make sure I'm Ellie weak cap. But other than that, yes, the +4 max resist is great, but I'd rather have another setup that's going to do more damage. I don't need defenses now, I need DPS. So I'm going to have to look into that as well, and maybe also change the flasks, or figure somehow getting purity of elements in there so my flasks can be more DPS again. It's not so much about being I need more offense. I need to kill the mobs. The tower setups in both the maps are really good, and I built tons of towers. Slow towers and minion towers. I had lightning towers going. I had obviously the meteor towers. All of it. I had in one of the maps there were 2 choke points, and I spent nearly 5,000 resources building these massive choke points. Multiple cold towers, level 3 cold, multiple level 3 stone towers, multiple level 4 lightning towers, different ones, both the arc and the lightning storm one. I can't remember what it's called. Same with the sentinel towers. I built one with a sentinel on there and one with a what I call a bodyguard sentinel, and then 4 or 5 flame towers or something like that. It was just, I was really proud. And base mobs were dying, rare mobs I had to fight and was fine, but as soon as the boss came, that was it. It just walked through everything. It didn't care. I spammed everything I had. It ate both of my Vile Reaps. I had to use my health potion, and it just walked through all my towers and me, and just bosh, hit the tower once, and the tower was gone. The pump was gone, and I was like, wow. So I'm going to need to rethink this pretty much. The defense is still there. Apart from the boss just one-tapped me, which I don't understand. There was nothing. It wasn't a rolled map. It just had the standard Blight Ravage stuff on there. So there's not even any damage mods on there. It was just literally the 200% more life and possibly the 20% increased movement speed, which gets reduced down to 5% because of the annoyance I put on there reduces the speed by 15%. So maybe I need to rethink the oils. Anyway, that's the update on that character. This character needs a complete rethink, but I'm not going to do that yet. Death Oath character is working fine. This is the one I've been running the towers on. The new setup I've got, which I got from Burger Brush, is working phenomenally. I'm getting a little bit more. I've got 1% into level 97 from running, I think it's nearly a dozen of these low level. Well, they were low levels, 70 to 80 temple runs. These are now going up into the low 80s, and then all of these are 83. So nothing done on this. I just copied Burger Brush's Death Oath build from current league 3.21, and it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it. It's great. It's fun. So that's that one. No change on my Delirium character. Again, I haven't played really enough to grant any XP. I'm up to 39% in level 99, so 61% to go. No idea how long it's going to take me. I'm really not feeling PoE. I did a bit of grinding on this yesterday, but again, I need to re-gear this character quite a bit. I need to check Pox's guide and readjust. I have got... Where are they? I've rolled these two clusters, and I think they're better than the ones I've got on. So I'm going to need to check Pox's guide and see what I do for gear from here on out, because I need to do something. Maybe just get better gear. I don't know. Heist character hasn't changed. I'm not even going to bother logging in. There's nothing changed about it. I've been running it. Let's get into my baby MFR. I stole Lighty, the all for one challenge Lighty idea about having bobblehead, and I love it. It is brilliant on my MF character. It's absolutely phenomenal. Thanks, Lighty. So this is low life, low investment MF. As you can, this is all the gear from copied from the person that runs the Discord server MF Academy. So I've got my bow, I've got my quiver, I've got my helm, I've got my thingy, I've got a badly rolled Venters, resist wise. Another it's okay resist wise, but bad quant Venters there. Got my Wind Ripper on, got my Sedemas with the Elemental Weakness, got my Biscos, got my Gold Rim. All the gears there. I've got all of me flask lined up. I don't like the playstyle. Not having to use Divination. I think I said this in the last weeks as well. Having to use a Divination distiller and just get the clarity on. I've got a low level clarity on to just take up some more life pool really. So then when I hit this and that goes down a bit, I'm now only paying mana. So yeah, that's the reason why we did that. Also gives me 8% more damage. I had a spare socket in my helm. What can I say? So the problem I've got with my character is the very low resistances. To get better Venters, each one's going to cost me 10 to 15 divines per one, and then I need the catalysts on top of that. And I'm not sure I want to do that. So this character is also in limbo, and I just might scrap it. Don't get me wrong, I love the idea of MFing. I did some tier 14 maps. It was fun, it was enjoyable. Loads of currency was dropping all over the place. A couple of uniques dropped. The multi-base ones where they've got a cheap version that drops and an expensive version. So I got a few cheap version ones drop. I just vended them. And then I'd get hit with lightning damage and die. Because even with the Divination distillate up, I'm not res capped, and I don't like relying on what effectively is a hybrid flask for my resists. So I have no idea how I'm going to solve this. The only thing I can think of doing is replacing the Bisco's leash, because and replacing it with a Stygian Vice, and getting capping out my lightning and fire resists with that, getting fire, lightning, and strength on the Stygian Vice, and then getting better venters. This will lose me like 40 cold resists. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. It may be I might look at some people's builds and figure out how they've got their resists, but I'm thinking the solution is just going to be extremely well rolled venters with prismatic catalysts on them, giving that extra 20%, which then should cap out at like 60% resists, but they're expensive, especially if you're looking for. The thing is, the ones with the high resists have also got the high quant and rarity, and at this stage I don't care about the prefixes. I just want to be resist capped or as close to possible. So that's where I'm at. I've got some new stuff to look at. You've seen the new uniques that are sat in Crucible League. I do everything else on my Death's Oath character, so let's go into my hideout. We've got no new uniques. I've changed my stash a bit. Wait for all the jargon to oh, my cat's come to see me. Hello, Ebony. If you follow me on Twitter, you will see a picture of Ebony in my laundry from the other day. I'm attempting to put some more cat photos up on my Twitter because she is gorgeous. She's after some food, which I will do after recording this video. Yes, darling, I know you're hungry. Give me a minute. Okay, so back to where I was. I've changed this around. So this is where my bank is now. So this is all my permanent stuff. I've got my spare currency, all my storage currency, the library, which is the gold border challenge of one full stack of divination cards. So you can see all the gaps I've got in there. My unique stash tab, I'm up to 1194. I've got my divination distillate. You've seen that on the MF character. It's actually 1195. Those two amulets, rings. I've got 4 or 5 rings coming over from Crucible, so that'll go down. Got all the daggers. Got most of the weapons are done. Clicker through, or quivers the belt. I've got a headhunter on my BV character, so it's just the replica headhunter and mage blood. Hate Forge is going to be a nightmare to get. Boots. I've got chests of 3. The rarest one. I've got the replica in Crucible now, so it's just Stasis Prison, which I need to grind out in Legion, hence the BV character. Replica Pharaoh's Fur, I need to grind that out. Helm's done. Shields, just the Squire. Map's done. Jewels, I've got Blood Notch. I've got one of, I think it's this one I've got. So then it's just, I need to run lab. I just need to bite the bullet and put a decent lab character together, and I've got all the contracts, so that's that. And then this is my gem collection, or the glittering challenge, which is getting 1 gem that is currently available in the game at level 20 at 20 quality, no corruptions. So this is my superior or max level, because I keep forgetting about Brand Recall and Blood and Stone. And then we've got Detonate Mines and Portal, so they're there. So I've got the superior ones, or default, then alt qualities here, the Phantasmal, Anomalous and Divergence, and then in here I've got gems that can only be got by recipes, which is block chance reduction, sorry, and elemental penetration. And then I've classed these 3 as exceptional as well: empower, enhance, and enlighten, and their other alt qualities, because it's just easier to find. And then all the woke gems. So that's my 3 gem tabs. And what I'm going to do is I'm saving some money up now, and once we have a stash tab sale, I'm going to buy another tab for each of the league mechanics, and that'll go in my bank as well, because right now I've got enough oils here to max out my clear oil. So it keeps on giving me an error message that I have too many clear oils. So I've now hit my target. So what I'm going to do now is start upgrading the clear oils to get these ones done. I know it's a long process, but again, the idea is to have 5,000 oils and to have all of this filled up with T16 blight maps, and then whatever T16 blight ravage maps I find also go in here. So yeah, that's the idea. New stuff, we've got some new gems to add. Talking about gems, I'm just going to quickly grab these out. These are all the default superior ones. Then we've got alt quality, an alt quality, and a woke gem. Ba-ba. So let's go to our bank and find the ones. So superior ones, we've got burning arrow, conversion trap, decoy totem, chance to flee, cold to fire, bear trap, unearth, contagion, Batmage cry, animate weapon, and animate guardian. There we go, 199. Alt quality wise, we've got anonymous spell echo and phantasmal sigil of power. And then woke or awoken, we've got awakened unbound ailments, which are actually needed on a character, but it's level 5, so it's going in the bank. Boom. So I did another one. There we go. Now let's look at divination cards. We've got 104 stacked decks. We'll do 100. Pop those in there. I'll go to my favourite place to do this, although I've been told that the area level of stacked decks matters. I'm not sure it does. So this is only a level monster level area 34, and it doesn't actually give you an eye level. I'm still going to do it here because it's the first I've heard of it. I've never heard it before. Perhaps someone out there can tell me, or I might ask in the divination card Discord and find out. So I'm still going to open them here. Let's get rid of that. Let's see what we get. That's sea of blue. That's currency puzzle. Yeah. Breachstone splinters. Oh, took one off the wrong stack. Never mind. I've got a very specific filter that's set up for divination cards I want for my collection, or currency ones. So all the ones that you see that aren't being opened are ones I don't want to see, obviously. But these ones, I mean, I don't mind picking up 8 cards for a chaos. Still a chaos at the end of the day. It all adds up. We'll do this first, and then we'll see what full decks we've got to hand in and which ones we have for our collection. I don't think I've got any new ones for the collection unless we get some decent ones out here. But at the moment, hey, woohoo! That's my first brother's gift. Nice. Oh man, awesome, awesome. Print screen that. Nice. That is my first brother's gift card. Absolutely fantastic. Alright, just in case that's going straight in the stash. Oh, come on, just put it in a stash. I don't want to go in a div. There we go, put it there. There we go. Safe. Brother's gift. That's my first brother's gift. Live, well, not live, but in the recording. I'm so happy with that. Oh yeah, I know. That's for a potential headhunter because it still carries a nemesis tag. Oh, brother's gift. But I haven't had one, so I can't hand it in. It's got to go in the It's got to go in the tab. It's got to go in the bank. Oh dear. That's right. I might get him another one at some point, someday. It'll happen. It's happened once. That's all it needs to happen. There we go. Oh. See, it's moments like that that makes you want to come back to PoE. Just to get that chance of finding that card or item. You know, that's a 6 link. Ooh, yeah, okay. That's for yeah, I know what that's for. I need to get a delve build going so I can start farming delve. I love delve. I just haven't found a build. I know I'm gonna think I might work on an armor stacker thing currently because that's what the big delvers are going for, but it's multiple mirror investment and I don't have that currency. I can start, I suppose. I'll have to look it up on the... Oh, I've run out of space. Too many cards dropping on the floor that I'm not picking up. Well, that's because they're bad cards. Wow, this is pretty bad. I mean, I know I've got the Brother's Gift. Oh, that's another 6 link. Nice. But out of 100, it's not great. Yeah, alright. Well, we've got a tabular, 1 card, we've got an ultimate aspect, we've got 1 Celestial Just card, 2 Valkyries, and then loads of currency ones, which I'll pick up. I don't have Scrolls of Wisdom showing, so I keep the Scholar on, so I get that big oomph. Right, let's just double check. I just want to make sure there's nothing on the thing I've changed my mind about and actually want. I know what most of these do. I've written my own guide for, or my own filter for div cards multiple times across the last few leagues. So no, I don't want. And what's that one? Oh yeah. No, I don't want any of those. They can all stay on the floor. Yep, they can all stay on the floor. Right. Let's pop these in. Okay, go back here. Pick out that one. Let's go to our hideout. And hopefully we won't DC. There we go. Right. So we know we've got the Brother's Gift. Or Brother's Gift, that's even better. Let's zoom in and find its spot. Altered Perception, Auspicious Ambition, Beauty Through Death, Brother's Gift, next to Brother's Stash. Boom. Brotherhood in Exile, Brother's Gift, Brother's Stash. The 3 cards that make up the 3 cards in honour of the fallen brother, I believe is the story behind that. Right, so let's just update. I will update my thing later because I've removed my personal information, which i.e. I've logged out, so I can't update my spreadsheet at the moment. Let's see what's in here and go to full stacks and see what we've got. Currency, map, Chaos Orb. They can come back to, yeah, we'll take that. That's a random gem, we'll take that. Oh wow, loads of fusings. 8, 16, some chaos, some of those, file orbs. That can stay next, that's an item. I just want to do currency at the moment. That's GCP, that needs rolling, that's a big item. Oh! Didn't realise I had some of those. We need to go hand those in. Right. So hand those in first, see what we get. Now the Valkyrie, and I think I need that one. Cards. No, I don't. Okay. Alright, pop those in. Hey, we've got Valkyrie. Alright, there's an item. That's 3 GCPs. It's a Harby Orb. Portal Gem. Oh, Venters, that hopefully will be good. Ooh, Saint's Treasure. Do I need that? Just double checking. No. Excellent. I need some Exalted Orbs. I keep running out of Exalted Orbs because I keep crafting stuff. We'll leave those. More Chaos Orbs. I'm getting low on Chaos Orbs. That's good. And some of those. Right. Let's hand these in first of all. Get all the nice easy ones out of the way. Oh, I've just changed my Atlas passive, so they'll be nice. Which one's that? Spark, I've already got that. That's a GCP. Some fusings. I can't remember in PoE 2. Is it fusings or jewelers are going? I think it's the fusings. I think it's jewelers we're going to be using. According to ExileCon 1, I think it's jewelers are the ones we're going to be using to reroll our gems. I think it's fusings are the ones that are going to be null and void. And another GCP. And another GCP. Oops. There's the 3 GCPs. Harby Orb. I don't use those. Come on. No, that's a bad roll. 2 X, which is awesome. I think people undervalue the X if you're doing crafting. Or you just got items that have only got like jewels or something. It's got 3 mods. You got a jewel with 2 mobs and an mob. Throw an X at it. Why not? Ooh, amber jewel. Amber oils. I use those. More chaos. Even more chaos. Some essence. Bad ones. And finally, Orb of Regrets, which I use. Okay, that's great. I'll put all those away. No, don't want that in there. Oh, don't want that out. Want that out. That can go in there. Though. Just dump all this lot. Okay. Boom, boom. There's 2 more GCPs. Right, let's have a look at the rest of the cards. Right, what have we got? Currency. That is just a 6-link. Bang. Crimson Jewel, 5% max life. That's vendor trash. If it rolled 6, I'd think about crafting it. That's some more jewelers. That's an item level 100. That is the wrong base, but it's fine. Venters, please. Oh, save my MF build. Give me a decent one. Nope. Reduced quant, low fire res, low cold res. Lightning res is alright. That's vendor trash. Void gives me a chaos. That's okay. Void gives me Headhunter. Ugh. That's vendor. 35% reducer. Oh, hold on a minute. That's a perfect. That's perfect. That's going in the bank. And the last void card we get. Wake of Destruction. No. Right, so we want to keep that. That's vendor trash. That's vendor trash. That is craft. That's the recipe vendor trash. That is going into a craft tab. Currency 5 mirrors. Nope. Oh, okay. Right, fine. Right then, first of all we put that away, then we put that away. We go to our crafty tab. Gives me another one of those to vendor. Just put a V in there. Bop. That needs to be scoured. Boom. And put that in there. Sorry, lost track. Oh, forgot space. There we go. I can sit there for a while. Go down to our bank. Go down to our unique tab. Go down to owned. Find those. Find the blood of the Kururai. That's a legacy. Goes in our legacy tab for now. I might keep it. I might sell it. I don't know yet. Right, then that can go in our unique tab. No. Why does that overrule? Bank. Unique. There we go. There we go. That's better. Right, and then this all vendor trash. Boop. I think that's all our cards done. Yes. Go back to that. Okay. So we've done our new pile. We've done all our stacked decks, and I think we're at the end of this episode. Only 35 minutes long, so there won't be any chapters in it. It's not a long video. My divines have taken a massive hack because I built the MF build, I built the corrupting fury build, and I spent a few on other bits and bobs from my other builds. As you can see here, I've got a ton of stuff I'm hoping to sell in standard. Hopefully some of that will come to fruition. As for our log, as you can see, this is my unique tab that I'm missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 uniques are currently in Crucible waiting to come over. I haven't included the Crucible uniques on here because I'm not sure they'll be part of the unique tab. Hopefully they'll come over. Hopefully we'll see what happens. But I've not included them, therefore when they come over they're not going to count as the count, if you like. So at the moment, what's that one? So I've lost count now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll go down to 21 uniques. You can see here 4 Grand Spectrums, Replica Headhunter, and some Lab Jewel heist stuff. That is going to be a pain to run because apparently the drop rate's even worse now. And then it's just lab, mostly. I've got to buy this, that's a boss drop. I've got to buy Aureus N, that's another boss drop. And I've got to buy Nimes, it's a boss drop. And Hate Forge is technically a boss, but it's relatively easy to run. Outside of those 4, everything else is just grind. Hopefully at some point I'll get a Mage Blood and a Mirror Ring, and maybe even a Squire if my Ancient Orbs don't hold out. I don't think I've got any. I've got one. I've got one spare Ancient Orb. No Squire for me. Never mind. There we go. The other crafting project we've got is every now and again we throw some chance orbs at this. Let's pick out 30 of those, 20 and 10 of these. Maybe I do put chapters on this one, depends how long this takes. This is going to be the last bit. Here we go. We are hoping for Chevron's wrappings. I know can take several thousand. I have no idea how many I've put into this yet, but we don't have it. It's on an Elder base, so reason why I want to do it is to try and get a Elder Chevron's wrappings. Doesn't look like it's going to happen today, but we've got 17 left, so clickety clickety clack. I don't care what the rolls are. If it's not a Shavs, it gets scoured. Nine, 8. Oh, missed. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. No Shavs today. Alright, and that's the end of this week's PoE with Diablo 4 on the horizon. I'll probably be concentrating on some theory crafting for a build or two for that, playing No Man's Sky, and I'll dip into PoE if I feel like it, but just recently I've not been feeling it. I've had a couple of really bad deaths, and I am just fed up of dying to things that I cannot do anything about. It doesn't matter what I do with the build, it doesn't matter how defensive it is, or how much damage I do, or how much defensive. You just get one shot in the game because apparently the devs just want to kill you, and I'm kind of bored of that now. So we'll see. Thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, and I'll see you in the next one.